Hey everyone, it's Sean from mindpossible.com, and in this video you're going to see me move some toothpicks with telekinesis. And the reason I'm posting this right now is because this is a great opportunity for you if you're starting to learn how to do telekinesis yourself. Because if you've watched my other videos, you're watching me at an advanced stage of practice when I'm moving paper or tinfoil. But right now, I'm new to moving toothpicks, so you get to be a beginner with me and see what it's like for me at the beginning stages of learning, which is really important because some people try and do this and think that they'll get results right away, like within a couple of days, and that's just not true. So in this video, I'm going to start playing it here and I'm going to narrate as I watch it with you. You see, here's the example of the toothpicks that I used. They're tea tree therapy mint flavored toothpicks. And I balanced two toothpicks on a little piece of paper and folded it and put it on the needle. I know it's a little disappointing, like why aren't the toothpicks on the ground or on a table? Well, it's the issue of friction. So balancing it on a needle reduces the friction and makes it easier to move them. And I've been working at this for just a few days, perhaps 5 or 6 days, for about 45 minutes a day. So just so you know, that's how I train. I spend a long time every day until I start to see results. In this video, I've fast forwarded everything for this session because if it's too slow, you can't really see the results because at this stage, 5 days into trying to move the toothpick, I'm not there yet, but I'm starting to make baby steps and you'll see some movement here. If you look at the close-up of the object, those white arrows are pointed at the bottom tip of one of the toothpicks so that as we go along, you'll start to see the toothpicks moving and that'll keep track of how far they've come. Now you see me starting here the session with my hands off of the glass. I wanted to start that way just to see what I could do today with my hands off instead of starting with my hands on the glass or even starting without the glass container. This is really just to show you how far I can go at this point, which isn't that far. But we see here a couple minutes into it, or 5 minutes into it, I sort of gave in. I wasn't satisfied, so I put my hands on the glass, and they're going to be on the glass just for 2 minutes. And at that point, I'm going to get frustrated again and take my hands off and see what happens there. So in this video, you're getting to see my inner workings when I'm learning something new with telekinesis. How long do I wait before changing the position of my hands? When do I put my hands on the glass and take it off the glass? At a certain point, I'm going to take my hands away completely and see what I can do there. And then you'll see me put my hands back near the glass. So let's just watch here. We're 7 minutes into a session, and we've already seen the toothpicks move a little bit. We see here they're moving a little bit, even with my hands off of the situation. I'm just kind of adjusting my body position, and then I put my hands near the glass again. And it's kind of hard to tell in this fast-forwarded video, but I am doing a little bit of the breathing technique that I teach in my videos and in my books. We're getting some good movement here. You can see it turning there. And so my hands have been off of the glass for almost 3 or 4 minutes by this point. The other advantage of toothpicks is that they don't act like sails, where the tinfoil or the paper might be catching any wind movement. Toothpicks don't do that. So it's another reason why I'm trying to develop myself this way. Now, 2 toothpicks are a lot heavier than a piece of tinfoil or a piece of paper, so that's part of the challenge. We're seeing here a lot more movement now. And towards the end, we'll get a little bit more movement, but I think that's about it. One important thing you may have noticed in this video earlier is you saw me adjust, and while I was adjusting, I think I was scooting around or something, and the object really moved at that moment. And as I teach people, sometimes there's something really important about breaking the energy pattern. If your hands have been in the same position or your body has been in the same position for too long, the energy might be flowing, but it's holding the object in place. So sometimes, and I found this out accidentally, just changing the position of your body or changing the position of your hands, even just giving up and like getting distracted, coughing, or anything like that, at that moment, the object starts to respond. And that's because there's been a break in the balance of the energy causing that shift to happen for the object. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And I named this video Toothpick Part 1 because when I get better at this, hopefully in a few weeks, I'll post another video calling it Toothpicks Part 2, and we'll see how much progress I can make after 2 weeks of concerted effort. And I hope that you really take this to heart if you want to learn telekinesis for yourself, that it's baby steps, little by little by little, and it really seems like nothing is happening, and then one day, suddenly something significant happens, but you have to keep at it. And in case you don't know, I'm coming out with a second book on telekinesis, and it's going to have some advanced practices on it. And I'm going to hopefully have it out by the end of the year. If you want to know when it comes out exactly, send me an email through the contact form at mindpossible.com. Okay, thanks.